our Caribbean ambassadors will say, we're sorry for starting so late. There is really our guest of honor had problems logging in, so we had to um, give her a helping hand to bring her in here now. So without wasting more time, I'll just introduce our panelists for tonight. Then I hand it over to our able moderator. The topic is still how Obless will transform humanity. So how will Obless transform humanity? So please, can you people of the Facebook channels? They are giving echoes.
I
Now,
apologize.
it's okay. Please. We have um, Dr. Benny Blessing Tinglet from Chevy Chase, Maryland, right here. I have my sister Lisa from Toronto, Ontario. Lisa Tool, as she says it. I don't want to make a mistake again. Yes. Okay. Then our able moderator for tonight is Mama Debbie McCormick, Queen Mama Debbie McCormick, and Queen Naka Awili is right here with us. Then Mama Debbie will introduce our special guest. Then we will go. Even if it is for 10 minutes or for 2 minutes, she will always have something to tell us. So let's get that done.
All right. Thank you so much, our brother, Uncle, King, Engineer Mike OJONGTAMBIA. Thank you for bringing us our Queen, Sister, Mama, Auntie, Gemma, Ramikie to us tonight. We are
Michael?
so we are so honored to have her. And who is she? Some of us may not know her, but for those who know her, it's okay. But a lot of our viewers do not know who she is. She is from Trinidad and Tobago, one of those islands in the Caribbean that a lot of people wish they were from. But yes, that's where she's from. And she has lived in Toronto, Canada for 9 years. And she was there not just by herself, but she was ushered in by her siblings during her stay in Toronto. But in her prior life, she worked in the banking sector for 30 years, 3 decades, and finally retired in 2011. So without further ado, please let us welcome our sister, our queen, our global affiliate, brand ambassador, and all the accolades we can give her, Sister Gemma, as she's going to share with us her vision with in our unpassive journey. Sis, over to you. I know that you're not here. We're not seeing you, but we know you're with us here. We know you're with us because we can feel you, we can see you, we can hear you. So the microphone is yours. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being with us tonight. We're so honored to have your presence with us tonight. Thank you.
Hi, Debbie. Thank you very much. I'm so happy that you guys invited me to speak on this forum. I really appreciate it. The question is, how can Obless transform humanity? Well, Obless was set up to help people in need. Obless will be able to help a lot of people to realize their dreams. So many of us are helping, but no one sorry guys, we started on this journey about a year ago where we went to Jamaica and in there and Africa to help humanity, to help people who are less unfortunate than we are. All we have to do is come up with ideas to help the people in need. OBLESS will help many people realize their dreams. So many of us are helping, but we are limited with funds. OBLESS give us, the organization or corporation, 100% of the funds for their causes. No one should be without clean water, food, and most importantly, housing in today's world. We live in a rich society and everyone should be able to live comfortably. This is what OBLESS is going to do. We have to work together to make OBLESS the best crowdfunded platform that we can do. We have to give our CEO, Mr. Ash, credit for this idea. It is a brilliant idea. If more people have this foresight, probably this world will not be the mess it is in today. I have always wanted or always tried to help people as much as I can. And OBLESS is going to give me and all of us the opportunity to reach out to the people that's less unfortunate than we are in, so we can help them realize their dreams. I try my best to do that when I started helping in 2015 in Africa and India and Jamaica. But it's very difficult because the funds are not always there, and you have to dig deep into your pocket sometimes, and it's not always there all the time. So I'm so happy that Mr. Ash brought this platform forward, along with Chris and the other people in Passive, so we can help humanity or lift up humanity or help the people who need the help. Clean water, housing, the vets and to build houses and all that stuff. I'm really looking forward to helping do this as much as possible going forward. Thanks, Debbie.
Wow, it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait, people. Can you imagine what our sister just shared with us? It was worth the wait, and I have to apologize for the delay, but it was 10 tons worth the wait. Why? Because a lot of us take for granted. We take for granted what we have. And those who do not have don't realize that. She just said it, what OBLESS is doing, providing water for the thirsty, shelter for those who do not have roof over themselves, and food for the needy. And what else could we have had from that? And it's from her experience. And a lot of us have our unique experiences. Now, I want to say this. Which of you have gone through that similar experience? This is the right time. Please, thank you for being patient with us. Put your vision and experience in the chat so we can share it with our viewers, those who are here live with us, and those who will be watching after we are no longer here live. And if you have any questions for our sister, this is the right time to also put it on the chat. But as she is still here with us, I'm going to go to our panelists, starting with Queen Sister Naka. If you have something for our sister, this is the right time for you, please. The microphone is yours.
Wow. Thank you, Sister Queen Debbie. Wow, it's early in Africa right now where you are, and you're still coming on to be with us. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. Thank you, all the panelists. I just want, yeah, okay. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Gemma. Wow, wow, wow. Brilliant presentation. Thank you so much. And we really appreciate your sharing. And I think everything she said, I think she shared a little bit of what she was doing. It's so amazing. Thank you so much. And I just want to emphasize that Gemma, okay, we will need your expertise to do the same thing in our countries because it's so brilliant what they're doing. I think pretty soon she will be sharing more, all the details with pictures. We want to see pictures too. I saw the pictures as well. So then it's for me it's so inspiring that it should be duplicated in many countries. Thank you so much, Gemma, for what you do for humanity, Thank you so much. I think I don't have any questions. Um, I really, really enjoy what she said. Thank you so much. And I just want to say thank you to all the panelists, especially our king here, who give who give us this opportunity to share what we do. And thank you so much, Mike. Over to you, Queen Debbie.
Thank you so much, Sister Naka. Thank you.
Thank
When
you.
there's a saying that when there's a will, there's a way.
Right. Yeah, that's
Right.
right.
So regardless of where I am, as you talked about Africa, I always make things work out because I'm dedicated and I know a lot of our panelists, a lot of our brothers and sisters who come to this Engineer Mike or John Tambia live, they have a passion for it. So it's
Yes,
a dedication, not
that's
just for this platform, but to help our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare. We are living his dream. He has his dream, and his dream is to have this. And we are 1.4 million dreamers who bought into his dream. So we thank everybody who is supporting one another. It's a chain. If you have, I'm wearing a necklace right now, and I realize that it's one link connected to the other. And that's what families are, a link connected to one another. And our unpassive family, we are connected to one another. So regardless of what we do and where we are, we always have to reconnect with that link. If you remember, when there are any corporate uh, events happening, you have our COO and everybody. They go from one continent to the other just to make sure that those things happen. Why? To ensure that people do not lack what they have to do in terms of what our sister Gemma related and talked to us about. That outstanding presentation, she talked about what she's done and will be doing. So if our COOs can live from Dubai or from Egypt or wherever they're located to go to Hyderabad and back and forth, that's dedication at its best. And we should all be flexible with our time, with our dedication, regardless of the time changes. I'm sorry I had to go rambling about that just to come back to say why we have to do this. So that, I'm going to say, I see my other sisters, our panelists. One of them is Sister Listra. I'm not going to pretend to pronounce your last name, but we know who she is.
Hi. Thank you, Sister Debbie.
You're welcome.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, bless. What can we say about oh, bless? Oh, bless is much needed in the world today, that we know. That much we know. And our CEO, Ash Mafara, saw that. He saw the need to help humanity, not only here in the West, but around the globe. And that is what Obless is going to do. It's going to help, as Gemma said, provide clean water, provide people with homes and clothes and shoes and food. Nutrition is important, especially to children growing up. They need it. They really need that to grow, to be able to survive. And then for an education, if you're not fed well properly, you can't learn, right? They need to learn, so they need proper nutrition. Oh, Bless is going to take care of all of that. Our CEO saw that. He had that vision way back when to do this. And that is what we as founders will help to do as well. It's in our hearts because we know what it is like to be comfortable, to have a roof over our heads, to have food to eat, to have warmth. And many, many around the globe, they don't have that. They don't have it. They need it. So on Passive and Obless is going to help provide that for many, many, many. And that warms my heart, especially as I keep saying, I say this all the time, especially for the children. The children, they really need help. And we all help in whatever way we can, right? I know a lot of us do, but more help is needed along the way. And Oh Bless is going to provide that through On Passive. So anyone out there, if you're not on Passive as yet, and you don't know about Oh Bless, I urge you, go look it up, read up on it. You can be a part of this as well. It's going to be amazing. We all just can't wait to start. Some of us will travel and go to places like Africa, India, and wherever help is needed. I know I would love to be one of those ones doing that. I can't wait to hug some little ones, just hug them and squeeze them and know that they are going to be taken care of. It's my dream. It's my dream. And with On Passive and Oh Bless, that dream is going to come true. It's going to come right. It's going to be. It's going to be there. So I could go on and on. There's so much to share, but I'll stop right there. And I wanted to thank my sister. Now, Gemma Ramikie is my real sister. Same mother, same father.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that out there. She is my sister, and I'm so proud of her being here tonight on her first show. Unfortunately, she's having issues, but we know she's here and she's hearing us. Thank you, Gem. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you,
Wow.
Engineer Mike, for having us, and Sister Debbie, for your time. We know that you're doing a lot where you are. You're also working hard on behalf of your people and the children and everything. You're working very hard, and we know that, and we commend you for that. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you, Sister Listra. This is what Unpassive has done for us. Thank you, Mr. Mufare, because you've brought so many people with the same mindset, with the same vision together. Thank you, Mr. Mufare, and thank you for our prayers being answered. I did not know that Queen Gemma is Queen Sister Listra's sister until now. Can you
Don't forget I'm
imagine
a
that?
prettier one too, right?
Mike should have told you.
Well, it's okay. It's all right. This is good. It's so good because I'm realizing, why does someone have the same vision as all of us on this platform? I did not know it runs in the DNA. The DNA is speaking for itself. So, and I also see that because we're talking about the children and our future, the future of this universe of ours is the children. And it's not just Sister Listra, not just your dream. It's not just Gemma's dream. It's also Sister Benny's dream. It's also Sister it's Naka's dream. And boy, I'm not even going to go to Engineer Mike's dream because his dream is from, from A to Z, the 26 alphabets. So, that being said, I just realized that all blessed from what you said, Sister Listra, is not just giving us not just blessing the future of the children that we have and other generations beyond that. It's just the now, being able to provide them the nourishment that they need so they can do well in life. They need that. Portable drinking water. They need that. I mean, why should anyone be deprived of what we have? No. Yes. All blessed will provide that for us. And then having a shelter over us, yes. All blessed has all of that. And where can we have it other than on passive? We are living the dream of our CEO through his vision. So that being said, I can see that we're ready to hear what our other panelists, Queen Sister Dr. Benny, has in store. Since I know you're going to start by thanking the Almighty and our Creator, the microphone is yours, and that is your role, and no one is going to deprive you of it. Regardless of time, you will always have that platform. You always will have it. The microphone is yours, Dr. Benny.
Wow. Thank you so much, Queen Debbie, for giving me this opportunity. Well, you bet. Thank you for making me to know that it is the fact. Because I notice if I don't say it, he will be mad at me. So, yeah, Papa. Good evening to my queens and kings around the globe, and especially those on the chat. I want to thank you all for coming. Thank you guys for supporting our king engineer, Michael. Thank you all. Hey, to our panelists, thank you all for coming. Queen Gemma, I would say a remarkable presentation. I did not know that you love children too. The children are our future. But before I proceed, hey, Sister Listra, to tell you the truth, I really want to thank you for supporting your sister. I notice how proud you are. I think this is how we're supposed to do it when it comes to family, that we need to support whether our elder sister, our junior sister, whoever is doing good in their family. We need to work together as a family. Just like Mr. Ash Mafari said, all of us need to work together. It's 1.4 million plus. I want to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing you and I together this evening. You guys noticed that a lot of people left the world, but God still allowed you and I to be here. So we have to thank Him. I want to thank our Heavenly Father for sending someone so important. And this important person is our visionary. And this our visionary, he decided to share his vision to you and I because he loves you. Love conquer everything, right? Our visionary. His name is Mr. Ash Mufare. Mr. Ash stated from the beginning that either I do or I die. We all know that he's here to correct corruption, eradicate poverty, and to uplift humanity. Do you guys notice that sometimes he will wake up in the morning, take his wife and the children, they will cook something, go out there to feed those who are in need? That is why God loves him so much. That is why you guys know that Unpassive is owned by God, but he chose somebody to do the work. And Mr. Ash Mufara accepted his calling. We thank him for that. Sister Gemma, I noticed that you went out there to really, really help our younger children. You guys know Dr. Mundi, right? That is what she does. She goes out there, different countries, helping kids around the globe. Yes, my main aim also is to do the same thing. As we all know that the children, they are our future. Pretty soon, you and I will leave the world. So we really need to concentrate to this our underprivileged children. That is why our CEO loves us and he shared this opportunity to all of us. And he said, it is time for you and I to go out there and also share the vision. As you guys know, that we have 8.1 billion plus on earth, but only 1.4 decided to join Unpassive. I believe that we are the chosen ones. Now it is time for you and I to go out there and share this opportunity, especially to these our underprivileged children. Well, these children, I know they don't know that much, but we have to help them. Now we do have widowers out there that we need to share this opportunity to them. But by sharing, when we share this opportunity, they will understand the importance of Unpassive, despite the fact that you will give them something, but you will ask them, what do they really want to do with their lives? You can't just be giving, but you need to ask them, what do they want to do? Do they want a sewing machine? Do they want this? Do they want that? So we can help them, right? Yes, these our children. We all know that some of them, they don't have the water to drink, food to eat. They don't even have shelter, right? And then sometimes when you go to the school system, you notice that the zinc, the rain is pouring over there while the children are in class. But the children are focused because they want to study. So the only thing that we can do, utilizing all bless, is to help fix that school, fix that zinc, pay the instructors. Because if you pay the teachers, they'll be able to really, really teach our children. And then in some of our African countries, we don't have libraries. That is the fact. Besides, when I left Cameroon, we didn't have libraries. Well, where I came from. But I believe now, maybe with OBLESS, we will be able to help library buy textbooks to those children so that if an assignment is being given, they can either, we can provide what, like computers. They can, because right now everything is digital, right? And there is nothing we can do. Now, I do have our St. Jude Hospital here in United States. That is where I will continue to help those first before I can go out. And I believe Queen Gemma, you come to Cameroon, right? To help us, to help our children, right? Cameroon, West Africa, I believe. And yeah, man, come to us. Thank you so much. I don't want to talk too much, right? But I want to thank our Mr. CEO for what he has done and what he will continue to do. Brother Kamal, our COO, Brother Nazel, our Chief Marketing Director, Professor Susan and the All Media team. Most importantly, guess what? Our tech brothers and sisters who spend sleepless nights making sure that our first product, called what? Our first product, All Connect, is being commercialized. Thank you so much, our brand ambassadors. I just want to let you guys know that, hey, let's continue to be patient. And when the time comes with the apples, let's go out there and share these opportunities to each and everyone all over the globe. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Queen Debbie, brother, Engineer Michael, I love you so much. Thank you.
Wow, Dr. Benny. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Benny. I think it's Donald Summer who says, "Give me your unconditional love." I'm not going to say the second sentence, but this is one of those platforms that the love is unconditional. And Gemma, with her Oh Bless mission, nailed it. I've seen a lot of chats during Dr. Benny's presentation about people saying things. One of them that I just remember reading prior to what is showing up on the screen now is from one of our sisters, Yvonne, talking about how children need shelter, food, and water. And that is something that our presenter for the night, Gemma, had in her speech. We cannot ignore it. We have to remember, regardless of where we go, children is the future of the universe. And it does not matter where you are, North America, the global south, the way they call it, it still transcends to the same thing. So parents and grandparents, I know those expectant ones who already have their unborn babies on passive, this is for you, because we will not be there regardless of when that will happen, but we know that it's a movement that started 5 years ago. It's not going to stop anywhere anytime soon. It's moving forward, and we are in this dream. And Oh Bless, which is the product of Unpassive that will help us transition to the other one, is the platform. Oh Bless is what is going to help us move forward. And we are the pillars behind that movement. Why? Because we are the ones that bought into our CEO's dream. He had that vision, he put it out there. A lot of people were skeptical, but we were not. That's why we are there, and that's why we are still there, and that's why we're moving forward, not just for ourselves, but for all the humans out there who are there with us, who will be coming generations after us. And can you imagine 5 years ago how many people have transitioned out of this into the underworld that we don't know? There's so many people who have left us, who were on perseverance, who were founders. And why do we think we are the ones who are blessed to be here? And why do we think we are special? And what can we do about it? What I feel personally is we should follow what Gemma said and what all the panelists and those who are here with us live are saying. We should follow all those suggestions. All those ideas should be put together. Not for us, but for those who need these ideas to be put together under one umbrella. And that's where we are. That's why we're doing this, to educate those who will be listening to this. When we are long gone, they will be listening to it. If at all they feel that it's the right thing, they will. Where they don't have a choice, but they will. They don't have a choice, they will. I did not know, personally speaking for myself, I did not know 20 years ago that at this stage I'll be seeing this, because my path was a different one. Artificial intelligence was not something that I ever thought would be there until Unpassive came along 5 years ago. So just picture 20 years from now, for those who are 50 and under, what they'll be experiencing. And then those who are 50 and above, what your children will be experiencing. I say, oh, mama or grandpa, you remember you told me about this when I was 16? This is where I am. And they are either running an office of Unpassive somewhere. Oh my goodness. That I'm going to end it here, because I cannot see the future that far beyond next year. But Engineer Mike, with his background in information technology, engineering and everything else, he's the one who brought all of this together for us, right? Without him, we will not be here. Without him, we will not have Sister Listra, who finally brought, and I did not know Gemma was her sister until a short while ago. Without Engineer Mike, I wouldn't know Sister Listra. I would not know Sister Naka. I would not know Sister Gemma. And I will not know a lot of other people that I will not mention right now because it's too many names. But I will say thank you, Engineer Mike. And please, I'm going to pass the microphone back to you so you can just, you summarize a lot of things in your unique way as an IT person with a futuristic mind of where we are heading to. So over to you, Engineer Mike, and thank you so much.
May I say something else before we leave?
Sister Gemma, not leaving. We are not leaving. Absolutely not. The microphone is yours. Tonight is your turn. And Engineer Mike will not say a word until you finish speaking. Gemma, the microphone is yours.
Okay. No, I just wanted to say, we live in such a rich society, and everyone should be able to live comfortably. This is what OBLESS is going to do for all of us. All we need to do is come up with ideas to help people in need. I work also in the school system for about 7 years or so with the children in the school. There is so many children at school that comes in there every morning with an empty stomach. No food, parents can't afford to feed them, and it's so sad to see. Then another thing about that too is about 80% of the children in school is in a blended family. Parents got divorced, they marry someone else with other kids, and they don't get along, and they're so miserable, you would not believe it. It's so sad to see. They're short in teachers, they're short in resources and everything. And it really upsets me, and I don't know if I should say this on here. The government can find money, 13 billion to send to war, but they cannot find the money for the school to put new teachers in, to get new doctors, to get new medical and whatever have you. The society here is so rich, and yet still it is so poor, which is by design, And I know I shouldn't be saying that there, but I had to say that. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Gemma. Correction to the corruption.
Exactly.
That's what I would say. Correction to the corruption. It's okay. You have the right to say it. And yes, we do not want to see, when we say our children are failing in school, those children are failing in school not because they're not smart, but because when you're hungry, you're thinking of what can I eat? Where can I find food? And you're not thinking about what the teacher is talking about. So we understand what it means for a hungry child to be in school and not be able to perform.
So in this developing world, in this society, if they say third world countries are like that, but to happen here when there's so much money here, it's sad. It's sad to see. You've got 10% of the wealthy people kind of fleecing off 90% and keeping us down in a sense. And we think we live in a democracy. We think we live in a developing world, but we're not really. When you think about it, all of us are living basically in slavery. That's how I see it anyway, So people may not agree with me, but that's what I think. It should not happen in this Canada, in the United States, with all the money that is there. But there's so many poor people on the streets, sleeping on the streets, wanting food, wanting this, wanting that. It's really sad to see. It really annoys me, I'm sorry to say. But it does.
It's all right. It's all right. Okay. We're just hearing your observation and your experience, depending on where you are. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Our CEO has stated it over and over and over. It's the correction to the corruption, and I'll do it or again. He says that over and over, and he goes out feeding the hungry on the streets in the neighborhood where he lives and beyond that. And I know we are a lot of us who are doing the same thing. So a hungry man is an angry man. When a child is hungry, they cannot focus, let alone succeeding in school. That is from one of our global ambassadors, Sister Yvonne, who just put that. Yes. Why should we, with all the abundance out there, with soil that is very fertile for us to be able to feed our families, have children go hungry? We don't have answers to that. We are not politicians here. We cannot debate on politics. We can only talk about what is within our limit. So I will say, personally, I disclaim I'm not a politician and I will never be a good one because I don't know how to to bargain over things that are not real for real. So, Engineer Mike, thank you so much. It's your turn now, unless our guest presenter for the night, you have something else before Engineer Mike, Sister Gemma?
All I wanted to say now is thank you, Mr. Ash, for this platform. You've given us a wonderful platform to work with. And all we have to do is work and go forward and take it where we want it to go to help humanity. Thank you, guys.
Oh, don't leave. Oh, thank you too. Thank you. But don't leave, please, because after Engineer Mike, you have to speak again, please.
Okay.
Engineer Mike, over to you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, our viewers everywhere. I just want to say, it's not Lystra and Gemma are not only sisters. Okay, Gemma is the older one to Lystra, so so she is a big sister. Okay, And I'm so proud and blessed that I have met both of them. Okay. Lisa will say, "Oh, I always have this story." Yes, it's a big story for me, Lisa. I will always say it. I was privileged to meet Lisa during the Canada meet and greet. Okay. It was so big to me because I was communicating with her. We were on a webinar right there on the panel, Mr. Mufare, and I was asking her if she's coming. She said, "No, I'm not coming. I'm not feeling well." Then we, Naka, myself, Polly M. Cherry, and Florence Mullen with Jennifer Dickinson, we had this venue that we had the event. So I was going there. We're just going there to go walk, clean the place. I mean, see how we can do the decoration and all of that set for the next day, which was the 10th of September. Then as we walk in with Naka, I saw some ladies there. "Oh, yeah, Engineer Mike." I'm like, okay. I was walking towards them. Now, Gemma walked up to me and said, "Engineer Mike, say, Mike, I got a surprise for you." I'm like, okay. I was going like, okay. My head just was so close. I mean, like, I was just like, okay, in the moon now. I don't even know where I am. And she was, because I could not even think that Listra is coming because she told me she's not coming. So how come I can even think that she is there? She texted me. It's not like she passed the message on from somebody to me. She gave me direct, like, "Okay, Mike, okay, I'll just be on the panel." That's what she told me. I'm like, okay. I stayed there. Then when Gemma talked to me like that, I started seeing other women. I saw the other ladies. I saw who were sitting, like who were there at that time.
Our
Parent,
parent,
yes.
Judy
Parent,
Ross,
yes. Parent
Reese,
and Judy
Judy,
Reed, yes.
Diane.
Diane Linen, they were already there. So I was just happy talking to them. Then this figure just coming in front of me from a door. Okay, as I lifted my head up, okay, there comes the mermaid walking towards me. I'm like, okay, this is a real deal. I was so happy and I screamed in that restaurant and everybody was just looking at me like, "Oh my goodness, what's wrong with this guy?" Like, I was so glad that I could meet them. It was an honor to see all of you women, and I am so glad we've been friends since then. And I know when Jem, your friend Rupa Paul is on the chat. She's chatting. Rupa follows you everywhere. So when Gemma, some months ago, Gemma was in India for some charity work. They went with wheelchairs and all of that. Lisa did not go that one, but Gemma went with the husband and some other people, and they did that charity work, which is awesome. And if you don't know, Gemma's husband's name is Paul. Okay, so it's my friend. Okay, so I like Paul. So thank you, everybody. Gemma also has experience like project management and those kind of things when it concerns this the poor and needy, how to really organize yourself and go out to do the outreach. She has experience, like Naka says, when that time will reach, everybody that has experiences in those things will definitely share it with us so that we can multiply it in the other countries, right? Naka said, let's multiply it in everywhere we want to multiply. I just applaud you for that, Naka, because this platform that our CEO has given us is a lot. It's a robust, okay? It is a robust platform that we can use to change the world, okay? We can use it in so many ways. It is endless, right? It is endless. Because if you look at what is going on, like I was crying the other day, just imagine they went into my neighborhood where I was born and raised, kill people, burn them in their houses. So the casualties, it was at that time on the day, on the seat that it happened, early morning on the seat of November, it happened, we had 50 plus casualties. They've reached 80 now. They've reached 80 and plus, still counting. People are still in the hospital, still dying. That is crazy. But we don't know the reason. So if because they have war, right? If we have a system, for instance, let's say there will be a way that I can take up this system of unpassive ecosystem and go and introduce it to my community and make people busy. Because all these things are idleness, right? Idle people will always think and perpetrate on what to do. But if they are busy, when you get busy, you get tired, you sleep in the night. But instead, during the night, this is when all of this evil is being happen, right? They plan the evil and come and attack people in their houses, burn them. Then when they want to run out, they shoot them and kill them, and see put them into the flame. Can you imagine? Human beings. So if people have, it means that they can have, let's say somebody decide to bless them as, okay, I want to bless my community with some, if it's not even every household, like every quarter, like we have quarters in the villages. See, every quarter I can give them something and things like that to make them be working and be earning a living for themselves. Can you imagine? So we just want to thank you, Gemma, and we'll be having more of our leaders who come here and bring us this same topic, how old bless will transform humanity. Because everybody is unique in their own way, right? Everybody that has come here since day one, they have not said the same thing, right? We're on the third session today. So everybody has his own unique way of bringing it. So we'll bring people so that we can learn, right? We have this platform here is learning, right? And like I say, I've known Dr. Benny from the first day that I entered into Unpassive. From there, we became friends. So I said it today again. I wanted to quit before, and she told me, you can't go anywhere. Come here, my brother. I've seen you. You have potentials. You will understand these things even more than so many other people. Just stay your path. I'm like, Dr. Benny, this is more than me. What happened was I went to some webinars and I asked questions and they shut me down. And I was like, okay, I'm quitting. If this is how this kind of business is, if you don't understand something that you want to ask questions, people want to shut you. I told her, I said, Dr. Benny, I'm going. She said, oh, no, you can't go. I said, Mike, no, let's see that we can work out something. I have somewhere that we go for webinars. I will give you a link. That was a Monday. And she passed on to me a link. And when there was all winners, that's how I knew her and we became friends with Dr. Benny since then. So every of my journey on Passive, I've been with her. Then I came and I knew Naka, came and knew Lister and Mama Debbie and Dr. Pat, Ivy Mix, all of us, Amina, Flores Mullen, we've known them, Polly M. Cherry, I've known them, Dan, Lennon, MK, and all of those other leaders that we saw them here. So it's just an honor to know that you have a family somewhere, right? If I want to go now to Chicago, I don't need to pay a hotel. I just say, Mama Debbie, I'm coming. She can do the logistics for me there. And I just kind of say, okay, pay for it. And I'm going, right? If I want to go to Ontario, I'm like, hey, Liz, I'm coming. So we have everybody. We are hooked up. We're linked up with this is the best thing that we've got in Unpassive, right? Is that connection. The connectivity is real. It's not a joke. Okay, everybody has their own people that they are connected to, right? Like the other day, you can see people when they reach somewhere, they want to see where Unpassivians are. It's no more going to family that much, right? Because we have our own ideologies and the families might have their own ideology, except their families are Unpassivians as well. If they are not Unpassivians, we cannot resonate in the same frequency. So the better I'll go to my if I have my brother who doesn't see unpassive like something to him or her, then I have Naka, who is my sister. We are every day we are on webinars and everything. We've been in so webinars with Naka. I can never even count it. If I come to Calgary, for instance, so must I go to my brother's house? No, I will go to Naka's house because we'll have more to talk. You know, we'll have more to talk how to help the world and help people drink water and eat food or get shelter, right? Which is the main goal of this whole blessed thing that our sister Gemma just brought to us this evening. She also brought a doctor last time to Oblast. If you people remember, she brought a doctor to Oblast that we wanted to even give her founding member accounts, but the policy where she's working doesn't allow all of that. So, well, somehow, someday, we'll still remember her when we'll be having the apples. We'll still definitely go visit her where she is and do some donations, right? To remember her that, oh, we keep to our own bargain. You know, Mama Debbie, I'm done. Thank you.
Yeah.
Engineer Mike, you don't have to be done, but you are. You just, oh my goodness. You went from the relationship with everyone here, especially our guest speaker for the night. And I just cherish these stories, not just from you, but from Sister Lystra, because I did not know, and I'm glad nobody told me about this before. That's the fun about this family of Unpassive in which we are. That you don't know. That's why it's never good to say anything negative about anyone. And I thank our CEO for it because he has that zero tolerance for talking nasty to anyone. We are one family, and we have been preaching that. I don't have to be nice to you because I knew you in my previous life. No, all of us here, we didn't know anyone. We were not from the same family and not from the same mom and dad, but we are so nice to one another. Whether we see the faces or we just talk to them and see the names virtually, it's equally the same thing. We're so blessed, Engineer Mike. Thank you so much for bringing us together. And at this stage, I'm going to call on our lovely sister, the presenter, and our oh blessed sister for the night, Gemma. Don't tell me you're from Trinidad and Tobago. Just tell me that you are part of the Unpassive movement. That's what I want to know about. So the final word is yours. Take your time. You're not in a rush. And I know I just saw something. Brother Bollywood and all our Indian founders who are celebrating Diwali. I forgot. There's not a single year that goes by without me celebrating Diwali because I have friends that celebrate Diwali with us. My husband does, and so do my children. So Diwali it never goes by without me celebrating every year for decades now, because my kids are in the 20s and whatever, and the friends they went to school with, every year we celebrate Diwali with them. So happy Diwali to each and every one of us who celebrates. Is the festival of lights and colors. And you have every different shade of color of light, and the colors, you go out there, they just pour it out on you. You have whatever it comes onto you, it stays. It's just a lot of fun to have. And
Mama Debbie.
and the food is also colorful. So I'm going to pass this over to our guest speaker, our wonderful presenter for the night.
Mama Debbie.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Daddy.
Sorry, before you bring our guest speaker to come and give us a closure. I just
Yes.
want to say thank you for our troops who serve our countries in the various capacities. I want to say a special thank you to my brother, big brother Jeffrey Mollock, and the other veterans who are here, who are in unpassive that I don't know them, but at least I know. I think I know Ron Herbert. So special thank you for them. And tomorrow is our own Remembrance Day in Canada. And my son, who is a Navy cadet officer, they will have a big parade. So I'll be dropping him off and see what they will be doing in the museum, in the military museum here in Calgary, Alberta. So I say hello to all the troops and thank you for your service. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Engineer Mike. That is something to be respected. We have a lot of them in unpassive that we do not know. We appreciate and we honor you as well. So at this stage, I will say, Queen Sister Gemma, the microphone is yours for your final thoughts. Please. Thank you.
Well, everyone in India, when I was in India in 2015, my first visit there, I was there for Diwali. It was amazing to go around and see all the lights and have all the food and everything else. That was my first trip there in 2015. So congratulations to the Diwalians. I wanted to say too that all my brothers and sisters are on passive. We have to work together to make Obless the best crowdfunding platform ever. All we have to do is come up with ideas to help people, you know, like the food, the housing, and just come up with the ideas and work along with Chris Johnson. He's in charge of Obless, and I would look forward to the day when I can contribute together with him, traveling all over to help people all over the world. Thank you guys for having me here tonight. I was really kind of scared at first, but now I'm quite comfortable. Thank you very much. I appreciate Debbie, Dr. Benny, Lisra, Mike. Now, thanks guys for having me on. I hope we can do this again because I think I'm getting comfortable now. But guys could see me because I made up my face so nicely.
Yeah.
No one can see me. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Sister Gemma. Thank you so much. We love you. We love you. Give us your unconditional love, and we look forward to having you, not just virtually, but seeing your face. When your system will be able to cooperate and be nice to you. But you have to give it more love than you have been giving it. We love you. We love you. Not just to you, but we love all our viewers. We love our live viewers, our future viewers. We love you. We thank you for supporting us. We're looking forward to having you again, Sister Gemma, and we look forward to having all our viewers again every Monday and Friday unconditionally. Thank you so much. We are in it to win it.
To win it.
Yeah,
We
We are
are
in
in
it
it
to win it.
to win it.
In it to
Along
win
with
it.
In it